Salam and good morning. This is Mohammed Moin Rehman from ITN News, Islamic television network. The Muslim votes matter. Let me tell you how. There are 7 swing states, and the only votes that are going to matter in those 7 states, at least 6 of them, are the Muslim votes. Georgia, Mr. Biden won in 2020 by 11,779 votes. Just a few years back. That's the state where Donald Trump supposedly had called the Secretary of the State to look for votes. And it became a huge issue, legal issue. Cases were filed, God knows what went wrong or what happened. But at that time, the Muslims had not voted for Donald J. Trump because he was projected as a Muslim hater by the media, which he's not. Editing goes a long way in the media. With proper editing, we make a movie. In editing, you can edit to look at the whole thing as justified and good and interacts and everything. And that's what the media did. Georgia, there are 90,000 Muslim votes. This year, 2024, not one vote should go to Mr. Biden. Logically, the Muslims should not be voting for the Democratic Party. They have aided and abetted in the killing of 40,000 Palestinians, women and children, being the majority of those killed. And let's not forget the 110,000 injured. Some of them don't have a leg, some of them don't have an arm. And this falls under Mr. Biden. So Georgia can easily be won by Mr. Donald J. Trump with 70,000 votes this time around. Next comes Pennsylvania. The Democrats won Pennsylvania by 80,000 votes. There are 90,000 Muslim votes. We can make the difference, Muslims. Let the people of United States know your strength. That strength only is going to come through voting. Not by protests, not by Fox and Friends and Jesse Waters and CNN and all of them have a field day showing that, oh, the Muslims, they're terrorists, they're pelting stones. They are desecrating the Washington roads and monuments. They forgot about desecration of January 6th. It's okay. No matter what they do, those that hate Muslims. We are 7 million strong Americans. I doubt if they can intern us, all of us, as they did with the Japanese American citizens. It's not going to work. We live in different times. So Pennsylvania, besides those voters who are also going to vote for Donald J. Trump because the economy is in tatters. Immigration. Venezuela has shut down its prisons. Because every criminal was given a green pass and they just walked into Californian borders, wherever they came from. They're here in the United States now. Deal with it. Only God knows why we have open borders. But that's Pennsylvania. Number 2. Next is Michigan. The Democrats won in 2020 by 155,000 votes. Show your strength, Muslims. You have 215,000 votes in Michigan. Not only Dearborn. If you all vote, and I'm only talking about the voters, not the population. The population is close to 400,000 Muslims in Michigan. Imagine 215,000 voters voting for Donald J. Trump. He should win Michigan by at least 75,000 to 100,000 voters. Because there are a lot of blacks, there are a lot of other people who are going to switch from a disabled Joe Biden to an abled Donald J. Trump. We have to make Donald J. Trump win. And maybe, there are no guarantees, but maybe United States will start to recognize Muslims. My channel, will keep on projecting as to how we become recognized in the United States. Because United States, fortunately or unfortunately, is the leader of the world. We dictate terms in all the 50 Islamic countries, in all the kingdoms. So the change starts from here. And that's Michigan. Number 4 on the list is Minnesota. Democrats won by 233,000 votes. There are 200,000 Muslim votes. You can make the difference. You can change it. Ilham Omar, just because she wears a headscarf, has been projected like a terrorist. She's not. She's a righteous person who is intelligent. She should be going house to house and saying, let's make the difference. Let's make it count in November 2024. Donald J. Trump is an intelligent person. He's a businessman, a successful businessman. He understands. As long as he understands, his policy is not going to be against the Muslims. It might not be against Israel. We don't want it to be against Israel. We do not regard Israelis as our enemies. We regard the government of Netanyahu as our enemy. Maybe there is a balance that Donald J. Trump can keep that Biden has not kept. So Minnesota can go Republican if the Muslims vote for the Republican Party or just Donald J. Trump. Next comes Arizona. That's number 5. The Democrats won by 10,500 votes. There are 60,000 Muslim votes in Arizona. Besides all the other communities and caste systems and color and ethnic and whatever it is, 60,000 Muslim votes in Arizona. There is no reason for Arizona to go with the person whose blood of 150,000 Muslims is on the hands of Mr. Biden. The entire body is soaked in blood. Either he doesn't know what he's doing or he is manipulated by a system that's against Muslims. It's too late to be against Muslims because the Muslims are here. They're Americans and counting. Every day, 7 million today, maybe 9 million in 2028 and counting. So Arizona can go Republican. That's state number 5 amongst the swing states. Not to forget New York, New Jersey, Illinois, California, Florida. If the Muslims might not be able to take those states today, but with the population of 700,000 Muslims in New York, 400,000 in the state of New Jersey, 400,000 in the state of Illinois, 600,000 in the state of California, you will make the difference. Keep making the difference. And somebody will notice us. Might not happen in 2024, so we'll wait and organize ourselves for the next elections. And in the meantime, start running for the House of Representatives. With that kind of population, you should be more than 2. From every count, there should be 25 to 35 Muslims in the House of Representatives. Imagine the need for us at that time, by whoever is in government. The House will go wherever we go. No bill shall be passed. That is your mission, to be recognized. That's it. Don't do anything which is un-American. Don't think of hurting anybody. This is your country. As much as it is of the black people, of the Spanish community, of the Jewish people. This country is an immigrant country where everybody came from somewhere. Unfortunately, liquidated all the Red Indians, took it over. But today, this is a democratic America. It's altogether a different thing that our foreign policy is different than the domestic policy. We have a different face when it comes to foreign policies. We interfere in other countries. We are the policemen of the world. Coming back to the swing states. The next is, number 6 is Wisconsin. The Democrats won Wisconsin in 2020 by 21,000 votes. I don't know if you're shocked or surprised to know, but the Democrats will probably be that there are 40,000 Muslim voters in Wisconsin. Voters. I'm only talking about the number of voters, not the population. Because obviously underage kids don't vote. And some are so disgusted that they don't vote anyway. They should. Every vote matters. So 40,000 Muslim voters in Wisconsin. Wisconsin is number 6 that can go Republican. The last, but not the least, Nevada. The Democratic won Nevada by 33,000 votes. There are 12,000 Muslim voters. But there are a lot of people in Nevada that will not vote Democrat. There are many reasons for it. Economy. The days of feeding yourself in a fast food restaurant with $5 are gone. Now you have to spend 12. A lot of people do not have the means of going from one day to the other. There is no lid that can be put on the rising prices in economy because we do not have a president right now. So we have to learn how to act proper. The votes shall come. So those are the 7 swing states. I can tell you there are 33 states with a huge Muslim population. And sooner or later, those states can be had also. But right now, we need to concentrate on 2024. Make sure that Donald J. Trump wins. Keep our expectations with him to somehow find a balance of justice. And my heart says he will. I know he has been projected as a Muslim hater. He's not. If he was that way, we would not see a Trump golf course and community in a place like Dubai. He would not visit the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on his first trip. He would not just ban 5 countries from Muslims entering into the United States. He could have banned all the 50. He didn't. So it's not justified to go after one person. Let's vote him into office and see where things go. They cannot be as bad as they are today. They cannot.